Hi everyone, I'm Will Powers. I lead our sales team here at Harmoni. Been here for about 2 years now. And what we work with here is shop floor automation and working to help customers get towards the digital factory, Factory 4.0. So it really all starts off with this Harmoni device here. And automation gains and time savings are a big factor of why people install this to start before they get on that 4.0 journey. So we work with customers that already have ERP systems in place typically, so that when they walk in the shop in the morning, they're just going right to their workstation. They're clocking into a job. They're seeing, okay, how much time is this supposed to take and how am I performing against that job? That all funnels down into OEE, which we broadcast just front and center for everyone to see. We have these digital factory lights that are going to replicate what our OEE percentage is down here below. So right now we're in the green, that's flashing green. If you were actually to go over to this one, you can see we're in the yellow at 54%, so we got yellow. Easy way to walk out onto the shop floor and see, okay, where do I need to focus my attention right now? And so there's a machine monitoring aspect to this, but the reason we track OEE is because machine monitoring alone doesn't really give you what you need to see, okay, what's really happening, right? So in this case, we're at 54% OEE because it's supposed to take us 6 minutes to make a part, but it's taking us 12 minutes right now. So 54% performance, that then funnels into 54% OEE. What's really interesting about this is if I were to go ahead and say make 4 scrap parts in a row there, you'll notice when it refreshes here that my performance actually went up because I'm making parts, but my quality goes down because they're bad. And the OEE then gets reflected in that. So it gives you the full picture there. I also mentioned Factory 4.0. So when you clock into a job, a lot of times our customers, before Harmoni have issues where someone might be making a left-handed part, but looking at a right-handed work instruction, or same thing with the program. Maybe there was a saved program to the network drive, but when they went to get it again to make that part, they got the wrong one or the outdated one without the new changes to it. So we have a document management system and a DNC system built into Harmoni. So when you clock into a job with revision control and an approval process, you'll be able to see, okay, what are my work instructions for this job? Specific to a part number, even a specific workstation that you have. And that brings up a good point that Harmoni isn't just for CNC machines. It's on assembly stations, deburring stations, inspection stations, you name it. So I have my setup sheets here. I can go in and I can load a specific program via USB. And with this, it also has automatic change detection. So if someone makes a change to the controller, well, that change can get sent over to the program manager with an exact diff file showing what was changed, what was added, and then ask them to approve it as the newest revision. All while they're making parts, we can have these check sheet notifications pop up, right? If you have to take a sample every 10 minutes, or every 10 parts, you can go in and add samples in process inspections right here at the Harmoni device that can also send out alerts if we go out of tolerance. So that's all being done on the device side. That's for the guys out on the shop floor. Hey, how can I make my life as easy as possible for my machinists to just do their job, do what they do best, which is make parts. We take all of this data that we collect here and we push it out into our cloud portal, which is gonna show you in real time or any given date that you wanna look at, how are we doing? And it's based off of OEE, so overall equipment effectiveness, right? And we start off at this high level view that says, okay, here's how many hours we've had so far today. Out of these hours, we've had a performance loss of 2 hours, so we're at 4 productive hours, and it's showing you this waterfall to where our total OEE is at and what machines might be responsible for it, which in this case is pretty clear, it's at that 52. Now on top of this, we're also going to give you a live shop floor plan. So yeah, you can go out on the shop floor and see the factory indicator lights, but before you even go make that walk, you can just pull up your shop floor plan here and it's going to show you, all right, yeah, this female 03, it's got a yellow OEE. That might be one you want to go check on. Well, yeah, the reason that it's a yellow OEE is because, again, we're taking double the amount of time it's supposed to be taking on this job. So when I walk out on the shop floor, I'm not just going through 20 questions trying to figure out the problem. I know the problem right here is that we're taking longer than it should, so now I can go ask questions to understand why it's taking longer than that. So there's a lot more in here with quality and understanding, how your out of tolerance samples, where those are most commonly found, understanding through our new RFID only locating system, where are tools being used in the shop, where are different materials being located throughout the shop, or even just simply, hey, I need to find this job. Where is it, right? I can type in a job number and instantly find the exact workstation that it's at, and also a trail of where it's been throughout, a day, a week, a month. So I know exactly when it was there, when it was first seen, when it was last seen. So all of this is being displayed in real time. And again, you can go back and see month to date, week to date, last 4 week, custom date ranges. But it's all about giving you the data right front and center to say, okay, today we might be in the yellow for OEE. with a quick, investigation, how can I figure out where these losses are coming from and get us back into the green before the end of the day? Well, we really are talking about how we can make this an even more of a co-pilot almost, right, for a machinist, where I already mentioned earlier, hey, how can we let them just focus on what they do best, which is making parts? Well, that goes beyond just making the part itself and viewing a work instruction. But if I'm about to load a tool into a machine, how can I be positive that, hey, this is the right tool? Not only that, or hey, is this tool going to break soon? Yeah. Without me just doing, check frequencies, right? I want to know based off maybe an RFID tag. When that's loaded onto a machine, that correlates to the actual job and RFID tag for that job. Yep. And then I can get all the information I need to know saying, okay, yep, this is the right tool. Here's how many pieces have been made, or here's how long it's run in the past. And here's exactly when you're probably going to need to change that tool without even checking anything. It just automatically pops up for us. That's awesome. So getting stuff like that involved where it truly is a co-pilot for the operator and allows them to just focus on making the parts, not have to worry about anything else, is where I think that this is going and what I would love to see in the future. Cool. And just making sure that we keep up with the data that we're already getting, right? I mean, not just having to sift through reports even, but when you open up your Harmoni in the start of the morning, without even having to ask or look through any different modules, hey, here's exactly what happened yesterday, and here's what you need to focus on today to make sure that any losses you had yesterday are back in the green for the next day.